8 o'clock on the East Coast. Hope I get a couple people want to tune in while I'm going live here. I'm on Tropicana Boulevard and Las Vegas Boulevard. I'm about to go down here and get one of my cards and see what's going on at the books. And but today is basically a prep day for Westgate. I got my contest picks formulating, and I've got to submit them. I have until Saturday morning to submit them, but I usually get them in by tomorrow morning. And tomorrow morning I'll go to the Westgate and do my drop while I submit my picks. The Thursday night game's not going to be on the card for my Westgate 5 this week, so I have basically an extra day to get that in. But without having the Thursday game on there, it gives me extra time to prep for the rest of the games on the slate of games for Sunday. Hang on, I am driving, so bear with me if there's a lull in the action or a break in what I'm saying. But today's card, I got a big card today. The link's in the bio if you want the card today. I got the side and total of the Tampa Bay Atlanta game, a prop bet in that game. I got a good prop bet, guys. It's been cashing for me for a long time in this matchup here, Atlanta Tampa Bay, and I'm almost 100% confident that this prop bet's going to hit. So it'll be good to lace that up with some parlay action on the prop bet, because you're going to get plus money with some either the side or the total or all three for the Thursday night football game. And then there's a full slate of NHL tonight, guys. We finally get lucky and we get 12 or 13 NHL games tonight. So we got that in our favor. We got a short slate of NBA games, but I've isolated one game that I feel like is a stone cold lock. That's in the package. And we've got about 5 or 6 college basketball games, and I've only locked in on one of those so far. But the card today is probably going to be three plays in the NFL game, side total, prop bet, and then probably about 3 or 4 NHL games, as well as an NBA game and a college basketball game. Guys, last night we crushed our card. There was 5 games, went 4-1. Night before that, there was 9 games and went 7-2. So my daily cards are putting money in my clients' pockets. The way I have it structured this week, it lands on my 3-day card. $200 is a Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing. So I've added in a 1-day package for today, so you can get today's package, and then you go ahead and get the weekend card, the 3-day package for $200, give you Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And that's we got a great card today, guys. We're gonna make money today, and as usual, we're gonna pound these books, and we're gonna make them pay the price, because they always say the house always wins, and that's not the fucking case. The house always wins out here because they get people flying in, and you get a plane with 180 people landing in Harry Reid every 5 minutes, and they're packing these casinos with people from all over the place that are going in there playing slots and playing dice and playing poker and blackjack and baccarat and all this stuff, roulette. You're never going to beat them with that, or you're never going to beat the house in those games. But sports betting is the way to go, because you get to choose who you trust. Sometimes the lines are loose. Like, the further we get into college basketball, I feel like that gives us the college basketball. You have 350, 360 Division I teams, 400 teams basically in Division I basketball. And these books, they can't set these lines sharp every single day on every single game. Years ago, I had an old man that kind of structured the way I look at college basketball, and he told me, he said, Jim, find an old a conference that you can study for about 2 or 3 years, And don't make it the ACC, the SEC, the Big Ten, all that. Yeah, just leave that out of it. Find you one of these mid-majors or one of these smaller conferences and study that conference for about 3 years straight. And the conference that I picked was the Ohio Valley Conference. It's not even a conference anymore. I thought it's a Missouri Valley Conference now, but it's back then it was the OVC with teams like Murray State and Eastern Kentucky and Austin Peay and all these different teams that no one's ever heard of. And still to this day, I'm making money on those types of games because the lines makers, they feel like, yeah, we just set this line and get it over with, because there's so much other stuff out there for them to set the line on that they can't be tight on everything. The NFL is the tightest market. It's the absolute tightest market in the world. It's tighter than the stock market. It's tighter than any sports betting market. But we have a bead on the NFL because obviously week 15 now, we know what these teams are going to do. And like I said in one of these other videos, I've been watching the NFL for going on 50 years. Have I been watching it as a professional gambler and a professional sports handicapper for 50 years? No, that's only been about 35 years. So when you have 35 years experience, 30 years experience, I've been a professional gambler and a professional sports handicapper for 28 years, since 1998. We're going on 28 seasons now, and some things that I see pop off the page, and I give those edges to my clients. I had a lot of people reach out to me in the last few days and ask me. They say, Jim, what's up with the free play videos, man? Why aren't you giving the free play videos and giving the picks and the videos anymore? And I have to remind people that I just recently started on YouTube. It's one of these things that I avoided for years, but social media is the way of the future, and I had to get my name and my voice out there to the masses. And when I started was week 13. And it was NFL week 13, and basically it was like Thanksgiving week. So I went in there and I dropped a bunch of free picks, in the casinos, the $10,000 hammer plays and the $5,000 hammer plays, and the picks were good and made people a lot of money. If you followed the picks, I made a ton of money that week, and it got me to the point where the free picks, really, guys, I can't give you the free picks that I've got paying clients for. They were pissed. I mean, some of my paying clients were like, yo, you're giving out free picks on YouTube, the same picks we're paying for. And I was like, well, that's the fucking hammer play this week, guys. And they're like, yeah, but we're paying $500 a week for it. Why are you giving it away for free? And I'm like, well, I only gave one or two. Guys, each week I have 3 or 4 hammer plays that are big bets that I go into the casino and make. My hammer plays are $5,000 or $10,000, and what that is also is a code. When I say I have a $10,000 hammer play, that's a 10 unit max play. If I have a $5,000 hammer play, that's a 5 unit max play. And when I go into the casinos and I do a 2K drop where I flash $2,000 and say, hey, it's a $2,000 drop, that's a 1 unit play for me, $2,000. So when you become a member of VIP Elite Sports, you become a client, I will get with you personally and explain all this stuff. I will manage your bankroll. I do private one-on-one service for certain clientele. And that's a totally different tier from the average YouTuber that gets with me. But guys, I'm right here. There's a lot that I can do for people being right here in Las Vegas, and you kind of have to read between the lines of what I'm saying, and it's because it's real important. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. There's things I can do out here in Las Vegas that you maybe can't do online from South Carolina or, let's say, Iowa or Minnesota. Even if they have sports betting there, there's things I can do for you as a client of VIP Elite Sports Las Vegas out here that you can't do online and you can't do from certain places. And what that means is that I have access to no limits. I have access to no limits on payouts. I can go into one of these casinos and drop $35,000 on a two-leg parlay and get paid out for that. You try that shit on FanDuel. So one thing I have to do is watch these drivers that have no idea where they're going. But listen to what I'm saying. There's certain gamblers out there with a bigger appetite for risk. And I have the ability to do things for those clients that you can't do online on a sports betting app. And if you read between the lines of what I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about. Discipline, guys, discipline and consistency. I'm going to keep this short today, down to about 15 minutes. I'm almost there now. But I'm a grinder. I get up early. I was up this morning at 2:30, got up to take a leak, and I'm like, you know what, man, an extra half hour ain't going to make or break me. So I got up, I started the grind today, 2:30, 2:45, and you get up, you get in the numbers, you start seeing things before everybody else starts seeing things. And I don't want to harp on this. A lot of you guys know that I'm a sober guy. I don't drink, I don't use drugs, I don't go to the casinos and play table games and craps and roulette and stuff. I'm a sports bettor, I'm a handicapper, I'm a professional gambler. It's what I do. I get up every day, I take my money, I gamble my money on sports betting only, and I make a ton of cash. And the consistency of my sober lifestyle, the things I do every day in a military style lifestyle, get up, go to sleep early, get up early, start the grind, repeat. Get up early, go to bed early, start the grind, repeat. And it's a formula that's worked for me for the last 10 years since I did get sober. And February 14th of 2026 will be 10 years. So I'm almost there. 10 years without a drop to drink. No smoking weed, none of that stuff. So my thing is a good relationship with my clients, build the trust up with them, let them know. There's a lot of fly-by-night handicappers. There's a lot of guys that come out, and I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus. You can probably realize who these guys are, and it's a marketing gimmick for them. They get 1,000 guys at $20 a week. They make $20,000 a week. They don't give a shit how good the picks are, how bad the picks are, because they're only $20. You get what you pay for in this life, guys. Like I said in one of my other videos, I saw this sign in a tattoo parlor that says, good tattoos aren't cheap, cheap tattoos aren't good. My premium packages, guys, when I work with you, I put that bank in your pocket. I put that baksheesh right in your wallet, man. Every single day. Are we gonna have a bad day every once in a while? Sure, everybody does. But what you do is you get right back the fuck up and you go the next day, and it's a today day, and you grind again. And over the course of time, I've been beating these people out here for going on 30 years, 28 seasons. So it's possible. You can do it. I see a comment as I look over from Eric Benson. Try that in Minnesota with this fucking snow and no sun. Yeah, buddy, I got you, dude. I feel that, man. I didn't mean to throw Minnesota under the bus there, but it was just the first. I think there was a guy from fucking Minnesota driving in front of me, and I read his license plate or whatever. But Eric's up early in Minnesota. Tip of the player's cap to you there, buddy. And yeah, I get it, man. I went up. I tell you a quick story. I was in Indiana, in Fort Wayne, Indiana, a few years back, and it was in January. And I went outside and it was fucking 5 degrees outside. And I said, this is hell. Hell isn't hot and burning on fire and shit. It's cold. So, yeah, I get it, Eric. It's you get north of Daytona Beach. You see, I'm a Florida boy. You get north of Daytona Beach, that's up north. And it gets too fucking cold for me, man. It's right now in Vegas, it's 55 degrees. In my Jaguar, it's 75 degrees. I got the heater on, I got the seat heater on, and I'm good. But that got me off topic there. Guy Perez, I see you there. How you doing, buddy? I just got off topic a little bit, but you got to interact. And what I was saying is you got to build trust with people. And I don't feel like you can build trust selling $20 packages that you don't really give a shit if they win or not, as long as you get the volume of clientele. I have a group of clients that, like I said, I serve. And I'm happy with that list. I'm always taking on new clients, but not all money is good money. And I wake up every day to do my job, and I would rather have quality over quantity. I would rather have 5 guys giving me $100 a day for a package than 50 guys for $10 a day. It's the same amount, but quality over quantity. You know what you're getting. You know what you're paying for. One of the things, like I said, read between the lines. I have access out here that other people do not have access to. I can provide a service for certain gamblers that you can't get anywhere else. I can pull into these places. Like there's Caesar's Palace, there's the Bellagio, there's the Link, there's the Luxor, there's the Horseshoe, there's the MGM Grand, there's the Fontainebleau, there's the Durango. I can go on and on. We're about to pass the Flamingo right here. I can walk into the Flamingo and drop a $20,000 bet right now. But it's one of those things where you got to realize certain guys can do what Jim Zepton can do. And on top of that, what I do, my performance, my daily performance, I put up against anybody. Any motherfucker that wants to come up and get this smoke. Because, guys, I crush it for my clients. I absolutely crush it. They know this. And if you can't hear right now, it's because I'm parked next to I'm at a red light next to a dump truck. He's dumping concrete. They're pouring a form over here in front of Caesar's Palace right now. But, guys, I got a great car today. I've been up early working on it. And I'm going to get back to the house here in a minute. I got to hit another Starbucks and load up. Go grab a card over there at Westgate or something and cruise back to the house and get back in the lab. Yeah, I hear you. The light ain't green. I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, this noise is annoying. There, that's better. Get that back open. Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes I have to take a mental vacation here while I'm driving. Got cops everywhere, and you got road construction everywhere. Everything over here in front of, like, they're getting it cleaned up. They're finally getting it down. But a few weeks back, we had the F1 race. So they had to, like, block the entire Las Vegas Strip off and section it off in concrete walls, and then they had to put in the grandstands, and that's what they're taking down now in front of the Bellagio. It'd be nice to get the Bellagio back in the camera view for what I'm doing here during the daytime. But get over. Still got road construction everywhere. But get with me, guys. The link's in the bio. Automatic checkout. Just clear. You got one link to click, and you click that link, it takes you right to the checkout. I got a today's card, $100. 3-day card, $200. 7-day card, $500. And then there's a syndicate club, which is a totally different tier for a totally different level of gambler. But I'm going to cut it off now. It's been 25 minutes. I appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate everything. I wish I could respond to all the chats and stuff, but I can't because I'm driving. But I'll post this video when I get back. Live streams take a minute to process, but I'll get it posted for you. Be on the channel. Y'all take care. Y'all have a great day.